Oh. Where my coffee crew at? Where my memes crew? Inside! Sounds of my teacher! Yaga yow! Run. Just getting my head around everything. It'll be okay. Right. Oh, crew front to back. Ladies dancing by the basements, I see ya. Rude boys snogging in the corner, I see ya. Handjobs for cash in the disabled bogs, I see ya. Okay. Good morning, lobsters. Woo-hoo. It's all going on. We've only gone and got a Discord. What could possibly go wrong? I've just noticed a potential fatal flaw with the Discord chat, so that's going. Yeah, it really was only a matter of seconds before someone posted some really narky porn on it and it comes up on the live stream. Woo! Yeah, the Discord chat was about 30 seconds or so behind. Yeah. I got away with that, didn't I? That was almost a disaster. Almost got a picture of Mr. Merck's balls on there. That would have been kind of cool. It's got a lovely pair. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 minutes past 10. It's the 11th of February 2019. Snips, come over here. What are you playing at? Playing hard to get, aren't you? Not replying to my texts over the weekend? Or taking like 5 hours, leaving me on blue ticks? Oh, you play a mean game. You treat me mean, but you know it keeps me keen. Ah! Don't pretend you don't like it. Anyway, welcome, ladies and... Oh my God, it's all... Look, see, I got all flustered with the Discord, trying to get the chat thing up, because there is a one that you can... there's a special chat, which means you can't post pictures. That was supposed to come up. Obviously, that didn't work because nothing ever fucking works around here, does it?
Lobsters.
And, come on. Then I go, oh, Rubik's is in there. He's donated $5 already. He's a fine boy. He's probably going to want me to start taking off items of clothing. That's okay. It is quite cold in here, though. So I'm going to... But look, if you want me to suffer for cash, I can get behind that. I understand it. Like, that's a... It's the sort of the jackass model, really, isn't it? It's like the cam girl model is the sort of like... Well, yeah, obviously show areas of your body or pleasure yourself, pleasure different areas of your body. Whereas I could do a sort of version where it's like 10 quid, I'll hit myself with this hammer. Or, you know, £5, I'll staple gun something to my head. Would that work for you? Is that what you want? Do you really just want to see me in pain? Would you be prepared to part with money for that? Look, let me know in the chat. As I say, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to please you. I am your private dancer, a dancer for money, and any old shoe throwers will do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra
Lobsters.
That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Sluggy. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail. The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes, many of the top memes, many of the top memes.
The lobster patriarchy
has many of the top memes.
And that is so true that it's almost unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm. We now have a Discord. This is the big news in town. There is a link in the YouTube description if you want to join the Discord. And there is a special channel for memes. There's a special channel for the live show. When the shows are live, you can chat in there. So that can work as a chat for when it's not me streaming on YouTube. When it's just any Threshold show, you can stream it out. I can make channels for all the different shows, so you can keep, you can keep chatting about Joe's show or about Ames's show or about Hugh's show or Gold Top or whichever show you feel the need to talk about. Joe's got his own gulag in there, so that's nice.
Communist detective.
Basically, if anyone behaves particularly badly on the Discord, I'll ban them from every thread apart from the gulag. So then they can, if they want to cause trouble, they'll have to do it under the watch of Comrade Waits, who will dish out the severest of the punishments. One can only imagine what sort of cruel, twisted imagination he has. Yeah, it genuinely doesn't bear thinking about. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, stuff I'll do for cash. How much to super glue Wesley to your face? Don't know. Tenner, I guess. That seems reasonable. I've got some tape over there. Like some gaffer tape. I could sort of tape him round or onto the top. I mean, would you consider it a new low, or perhaps maybe I'm peaking too early? I don't look, guys. It's Monday morning. This is almost too much. Free-range spirulina for the Gulag crew. Wow, nice, decent. what a result! Yeah, get that superfood. Look, there's some nonsense in the news today. Unsurprisingly, Seagull rips off man's testicle. Ouch. Newlywed micro penis. Man put poo on face. Got some smoking gun news. Some people in Florida have unsurprisingly sort of fucked up a bit. Some studies done on booze. Ellen Scott has written something for the Metro that I agree with, which is makes a change. People on drugs. Man sleeps with 150 women without a banger. Counterfeit perfume. Shot on train. Mackham's upset by shot on train. Uranus. And that's nothing. That is Jasper Hamill in No Share article. Shocker. China is busy adding robot autonomy to its military weapons system. That's cool, isn't it? Elon Musk launches heroic bid to stop dogs dying in hot cars. Is that the band, Dogs Die in Hot Cars? Or is he actually interested in saving the lives of some puppers? I don't know, but we'll find out later in Coffee and Memes. Oh, don't forget, kid, lobsters. What have we got in terms of shoe throwers? The opening track was... Oh, it's gone now. Where was it? Was this it? Can't remember. It was on program. Yeah, this is it. Run by Scantia. Really great track, actually.
Run.
Yeah, nice bit. Anyway, that's Run by Scantia. It's on program. Nice bit. What else have we got in there? New Grey Code, new L+, new DOSA, and Lockuzd. I was going to play Camo and Crooked, new Camo and Crooked bit, but it's on UKF on the label, and the last time I played something that was on AIE Media, it blocked, it put me in YouTube prison, so I'm not going to risk it, basically. So sorry, boys. If you will choose to put your record out on massive labels with huge media conglomerates behind them and just, you know, just having money fights in the office, you know, that's how just bags of cash, throwing them at each other. I just got hit in the face by a bundle of 50s. I'll just eat them. I'm literally surviving off the nutritional content of £50 notes alone. That's how they're all doing it out there. Well, I'm afraid that the couple of thousand people that listen to the show ain't going to hear it. But, you know, what are you going to do? Swings and roundabouts, isn't it? It's 2019. You can't joke about anything anymore. That's what they say. What else we got? New Original Sin on RAM. Ouch. That's a naughty bit. It's got a nice oldie-worldy feel to it. I like it. It's got an amen in it. Shut up. Okay, new Constrict. That's a bit fun. It's called Labyrinth. New Malux. Played the majority of that Destroy the Machines EP off Get Hype. Play that Kilohertz bit. Should have played that on Friday. Who knows what shoe thrower of the week's going to be? I don't. I'll play another Jam Thieves bit, actually. I wonder what they're thinking in terms of a no-deal breakfast. Or WTO. What are the WTO rules for breakfast? I don't know, but the last thing you need in the event of a no-deal breakfast is fucking Jam Thieves coming in there and nicking all your preservatives. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Right, look, let's play... I'll tell you what, let's play this Jam Thieves bit. It's nice. I'm a fan. I'm keen for it. Oh, a lot of newcomers to the Discord. Barry, Drax, Sherrick, Odin, Chode Ryder, LD. Welcome along. Nameless DMB in the chat. You seem new here. Sit down, take a seat. Don't worry about the smell. Chris LD, he's new to the family as well. Take a seat. Give it a wipe first, though, eh?
Lobsters. Lobsters.
Too much heat in one package.
Strawberries equal terrifying capitalism. That's a new one. Raspberries equal glorious communism. Eggs is eggs, to be honest. That's Afterblast VIP by Jam Thieves. It's a hot bit. All right. Seagull ripped off man's testicle as he sunbathed naked. This is from Sick Chirps, which I must say is an absolutely dreadful source of bollocks. The clickbait and the fake news on this is strong, but you know, nevertheless, it seems believable. So you know, we'll get into it. The story went down in a detached home near Ipswich, where an unnamed man was sunbathing naked in his backyard. Perfectly acceptable behaviour, really. It's not really for you to judge, is it, Sick Chirps? What are you, the arbiters of acceptable behaviour now? Eh? Authoritarian madmen. That isn't what seagulls in the area thought, though, as one saw this naked man as a target, flying down and ripping off his testicle with its beak in one savage chomp. I call bollocks on this. I mean, excuse the pun. But I'm calling shenanigans. I'm just calling shenanigans on most stuff in Sick Church, to be honest. He was taken to hospital where the following statement was released. Nobody could quite believe it when the poor chap was brought in. Oh, sorry, I'll do the accent. Harry, nobody could fucking believe it when the poor chap was brought in. I said, we can't fucking believe it, like. There was a lot of blood and he was in agony and that, like, but he will feel better in a few weeks. That is not the statement of a medical professional. The injury was not fucking life-saving and that, like, tests have confirmed that his remaining testicles all in working order and that, like, he's going to be able to have some kids and that, are we? Well, at least he'll be able to have kids, but it's pretty damn unlucky that he's never going to be able to get his ball back. Absolute wounder. Well, this is probably the last Sick Chirps article I'll read. I don't know why I'm so appalled by them, yet I continually peddle nonsense from the Metro and Lab Bible. Unilad is probably... I'd say Unilad and Sick Chirps are on an equivalent level of just, like, guff. Anyway, a spokesman for a research group, Seagull Watch International, the SWI, explained why this happened. Did they, though? Did they really? Eggs are full of protein. Cool, eggs is eggs. That's why we eat them, after all. Again, like, this isn't even... I just think they're making it all up. Gulls will often steal other birds' eggs, so it's unfortunate this man had his private parts and that they resembled a couple of eggs in a nest. And you know what? They kind of do. So it's no doubt a young adult gull that is still learning to be independent. Hasn't quite learnt... I think, mate, you should launch a fucking hashtag #MeToo against this gull. It's appalling.
It's appalling.
This is the first time that we've heard of such an attack in the UK, and it's probably going to be a one-off event. But just in case this particular seagull has now got a taste for men's eggs, we would recommend putting on some shorts while sunbathing at home. Don't tell me what to wear. Okay? Ever. What is this, Saudi Arabia? Come on. Not on. No way. No way. It's fucking... Seagull Watch International, am I having you bunch of authoritarian madmen and the authoritarian madmen at Sick Chirps tell me what to wear in my own house? Coming in here, coming into my house like you're the bloody King of England, yeah? Waving around your crown and your sceptre or whatever, demanding that I put some shorts on in my own back garden, trying to take away my Second Amendment rights. Fuck you. Yeah, I'll tell you what, look. All trespassers will be greeted with extreme prejudice. Like, just particularly the King of England, the Seagull Watch International, and Sick Chirps. They start trying to come around my house, which is my castle. As they say, every Englishman's house is his castle and his lobster. every English lobster's castle is his house. Anyway, if they come in there trying to take my Second Amendment rights, that Barack Obama comes in trying to take away my Second Amendment rights, there's going to be trouble.
Lobsters.
I reiterate what I said at the start of the article. Seagulls are an absolute menace. Don't trust them. And if you're regularly sunbathing naked near the sea, I would recommend avoiding the practice if some of the gulls are circling. Just saying. Well, that's basically the smartest thing you've ever said, Sick Chirps. For more seagulls causing trouble, check out this story about a bunch that did a load of coke and kept the street up all night. Arseholes. That seems unlikely. That seems more like the sort of thing students would do. Am I going to go straight to another Sick Chirps article? It would appear so. Coked up seagulls. This is from 2016. They've used the same picture of the seagull, or maybe it's the same seagull, and he really is a menace. A gang of coked up seagulls kept this street awake for 3 days solid. Right, okay, well, there are no citations in this. There are no sources or anything. It's just a story. It's just clearly a story. Matter what. For more of the same, how about this video of a guy feeding a seagull ketamine? Is this it now? Are we going down a drugged up seagull wormhole, rabbit hole on Sick Chirps? Is that really what my career has come to? I just read a comment on Facebook only this morning of someone accusing my production abilities of having fizzled out. And really now, I'm just playing up to it, aren't I? Oh, what's Rankin been up to? Has he made any good tunes recently? No, he's talking about, he's reading articles about seagulls on drugs from Sick Chirps. Forget it. I'm out of here. Done. That's it. It's over. It's over. No way. I'm out of here. All right. Fine. 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 We'll do the seagulls. We'll do the drugged up set. Fucking piece of shit. God, I'm so fucking. What am I doing? So my mum's going to be absolutely livid. Oh, God. Right, come on. Let's find out these fucking geared up seagulls. What's going on?
It's appalling. Lobsters.
Oh, I'm back in the mood now. A group of tweaked seagulls who managed to get hold of a stray bag of coke, subsequently ate it before keeping a street in Brighton awake for days on end with their squawking. You couldn't make this shit up, except you obviously did. Linda Bennett from Hanover Street was one of the first people to notice the commotion. She said, I was just coming up to my house when I noticed a group of seagulls all going mad, so I walked over to see what was going on, and this is what I saw. Oh, this is when I saw what they were up to. They were fighting over a little bag of white powder. Lies. I was pretty surprised at how mad they were going, but walked back home to get on with my Sunday. Okay. Turns out this was just the start of it. Within half an hour, chaos ensued. The next 70 hours saw the seagulls squawk nonsense to each other, which caused 30 phone calls to the police from residents complaining about the noise. There's also reports that the birds stole 20 Super King menthols from a local shop. Although I reckon that's just taking the piss with that one. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, Sick Chirps. That's it. You're done. Me and you. Over. Absolutely over. What a wild ride we've had today, eh? My first and last dalliance with Sick Chirps. Please, anyone caught posting Sick Chirps links in the Lobster Crew or the Discord will be immediately sent to the Gulag. Okay, good. I'm glad we've had this chat. This is Cursiva Hoodlum Clamps Remix. Buckle up, okay? I'm warning you now, buckle up.
Let's talk business. This guy comes to town every Tuesday. Are you free Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm free Tuesday.
I like this little
Yeah, I think we have an early contender for Shoe Thrower of the Week already. I will say also this frame shift track by Malix, which we'll have in a bit. And this original sim bit. Oh, it's going to be a hot week, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, that is Hoodlum by Cursiva, and it's the Clamps remix. Clamps just out there fucking doing work, mate. It's bodied up. Bad motherfuckers. Whew. Anyway, Rubik's giving it a 7.5 out of 10 of First Shoe Throw of the Week, which is not bad, is it? You can't argue with that. No one, surely in their right mind, would argue with that. All right, so, oh, God, just Lad Bible here now. Just feels so, like, warm and wholesome and well written and well researched with, like, actual references and links. It's what it feels like compared to Sick Chirps, but I mean we know it's just utter dross. But you know, in comparison, God Jesus, if you're out there making Lad Bible look highbrow, you need to address some things in your life. Anyway, newlywed who waited until marriage to have sex discovers husband has micropenis. Well, who's to blame in that one? Eh? It's probably you, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, is it a man's responsibility to tell you that he has a micropenis? I don't know. Do you feel that you're sort of able to then take him to court under the Trades Descriptions Act? You know, that there is a sort of assumed narrative of at least a usable size penis? I don't know. You know, if your wife had a vagine so small as to not be able to have reasonable, sex that wasn't painful, so therefore meaning that you couldn't, would that be, would that fall under the... Look, there's obviously no legal repercussions here, but they have used a picture of pigs in blankets as the lead picture on this story. Jess Hardyman, our friend, reports. We're constantly told that it's... Oh, is that our accent now? We're constantly told that it's not the size of the boat that really matters. It's the motion of the ocean. But do you know what else is important in life? Honestly. It's a virtue that's been drilled into our heads since we were small. And yet it seems one guy may have not got the memo, having married someone without forewarning her about his micropenis until their honeymoon. Okay, so we're pinning it on the dude here, are we? Yeah? Okay, so what are we doing? We're victim blaming? Eh? Hardy man? Eh? In Reddit forum, I am the arsehole. The newlywed wife shared the story from her side, captioning it, "Newlywed husband, 32M. Wanted to wait till marriage for sex and just surprised me, 27F, with micropenis on the honeymoon." Oh, okay. All right, now... Okay, the plot thickens. Yeah, you know I don't like to read these stories before reporting them because that's part of the fun, often with dire consequences. But, okay, if she's like, hey, we should, do the sex and that. You know, the sex and that, because, like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, so, like, might as well, do, like, sex and stuff. And he's like, no way. I think we should wait until marriage. I don't want to live in sin. She's like, nah, really? Yeah, in the eyes of the Lord, I do not want to give my body to a woman without being wed. She's like, yeah, all right, let's do the whole marriage thing. And then, boom, micropenis, gutted. Oh, savage.
It's appalling.
The 27-year-old explained that she and her husband has never got down to business before marriage, not because either one of them was religious. Oh, right, so no religious, but because her fella claimed to be old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned, baby. That's just the traditional way that I do it. Women secretly crave a traditional man. All of this modern man, soy latte, male feminist bullshit doesn't really cut it in the real world with these modern women. They secretly want a traditional guy with enormous hairy hands, chopping logs, wrestling bears, and secretly bumming other men in public restrooms. That is the real traditional man that women want these days. We should wait until we're married. Boom, micropenis, gutted. She wrote, we'd only dated for 6 months. We've been engaged for another 6 and just got married on Saturday. I've literally just got back from my honeymoon a couple of hours ago. My husband isn't a religious guy, but says that he is old-fashioned like that. We got to fooling around a couple of times, but it never went far. I tried, but he always stopped it after it went too far. Anyway, fast forward to now. I am the arsehole for reading into this and being upset that I waited until my wedding night to find out probably that he isn't as old-fashioned as he says he is. The disappointed wife continues, I'm not going to shame him, and honestly, I don't even know how I'll broach the topic, and I'm not seeking advice, whatever. You're not trying to shame him, and you're not seeking advice. And what exactly are you doing by telling the story of it on frickin' Reddit? I honestly just acted like nothing was out of the ordinary and went to town with him. But I don't know. I feel like I've been lied to, like a half-truth, or something was intentionally withheld from me. This was unexpected to say the least. And if you read this far, thanks for your time. So, like, how big? What's the deal? While some Reddit users commented to say that 6 months into a relationship was too soon to get engaged, or that if size had been important to her, she should have snuck a peek. Sneaky peeky. Most seem to sympathise with the woman's predicament. I think this goes beyond size being important. Most women are happy with their man's peen, even if it's below average. She probably didn't even consider the possibility of a micro peen. Well, yeah, it's true. So how small is a micro peen? There's no bloody Hardy, man. You're letting us down again. I want measurements. I want pictures. I want diagrams. Come on, I want the whole thing. I want a statement from him. Maybe that she's got an enormous vag and it just, paled in significance, like, while being dwarfed by the Grand Canyon between her legs. Who knows? I don't know. And I want to know. I want answers, damn it. Another agreed, commenting, this is a serious trust issue. It's not the size that's an issue here. It's the fact that, number one, he didn't trust her enough to tell her. Number two, she cannot trust him not to be dishonest. Responding to, is she going to get the wedding annulled or something? Could do. There's a story somewhere of a woman getting the wedding annulled in 3 minutes after she fell over. Her husband went, you idiot. And she went, fuck you, the wedding's off. Bit of fun, isn't it? Right, look, micro penises aside. Got some more shoe throwers here. Let's play this original sim bit. I think you're going to be keen. If you're not, I don't even know what to do with myself. I feel like Sick Chirps is getting to me. It's too much, man. Too much, man. You took too much. Too much. Dimmy opening up in the chat about dating a guy with a tiny peen. How small, Dimmy? Come on, how small? Have you got any photos of it next to a coin or a lighter for reference? I think a micro is less than 3 centimetres, not less than 3 inches. Otherwise... What, when erect or when flaccid? What about when on dingers? When you've done 3 Gurners, everyone's got a micro penis. Jesus. That'll do, won't it? Wow, Dimmy's saying 1.5 inches for that poor lad. That is a rough spot. Powerful. Glad to see Original Sin back on the naughtiness. Remember me and him played Mardi Gras in New Orleans in like 2011. It was absolutely wild, as you can imagine. A lot of beads, a lot of boobs. That's about the most annoying thing a DJ can do. Let's start going. No, it doesn't make you a good DJ. Makes you a prick. No one thinks you're cool. Literally no one. Not the girls at the front, not the promoter at the back. No one. Yeah, that's Inertia by Original Sin. It's on RAM. Might as well. And yeah, naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. All right, look, let's do the whole poo wizard thing because it's been doing the rounds absolutely everywhere. I call shenanigans on it. I think it's a very dry joke. It's the sort of joke that is aimed at people like me who every couple of weeks or every month or so, something crops up in the metro and it's like some fucking twit with dreadlocks, smearing his girlfriend's menstrual blood all over his face as some sort of like period acceptance thing. Like, oh, you know, women have to bleed every month, and so the least I can do is smear it on my face and take pictures of it. Oh, look at my manky dreadlocks. And I think it's taking the piss out of all that sort of stuff. That's what I reckon. Like, well, anyway, let's get into it. As a forewarning, this article contains footage of a man who has smeared his own crap in his face. I don't believe it. Like many, don't fancy that. Choose a different article. Okay, it's only just past midday, but this is guaranteed to be the strangest and most disgusting thing you'll see today. Tom Woods of the Lad Bible reports. Fancy watching a video of a man who has smeared shit on his own face. I don't believe it's... I think it's chocolate. I think it's Nutella or something. The man in question is called... Well, he goes by the name of Atlas Talisman. Yeah, I think he's making it up. He's a 37-year-old self-styled poo wizard. You're a shitty wizard. He is a motivational coach who believes that men's anuses have become shameful and stigmatized through homophobic and germophobic attitudes. Confused? Well, you should be. All right, look, let's play the clip. He's got a bloody... You know, he's got what appears to be Todd smeared all over his face. I think I just think he's making it up. It just seems unlikely to me. Right, come on, that Bible video. Don't let me down now. I said don't let me down.
I wanted to hold solidarity with my sisters by actually getting shit-faced with full pride, you know, respect the rectum. And I think it's one of these really unifying things, you know, when we can actually reconnect with our own bodies and not feel shamed about our poo, you know, being poo positive, or as I like to say, positive, then we can actually finally start getting over the separation from our own earth, our own mud, and therefore the earth of Mother Nature. So for all of those who want to have solidarity, protect the rectum and be positive, you know, I encourage you to get faced with me and maybe celebrate creatively. So also created what I call fecal fractals. So it's just, I mean, it's amazing the microcosm and macrocosm that we can find. And for me, just looking at this, I'm obviously seeing universes. And I'm seeing the way that the little is connected to the whole. So stay human and love your bums, and we all have them.
I do like the term protect your rectum. I think that's good. I don't kind of what you're supposed to protect it from. Outside invasions. Protect it from hard Brexit. Protect it from socio-economic instability. Protect it from war in the Middle East. What are we protecting the rectum from? I mean, is this some sort of reference to Protect Your Neck by Wu-Tang Clan? Protect your wreck before you wreck your... check yourself before you rectum yourself before you... Look, there's something there. I don't quite know what it is. I'm calling shenanigans. I think it's a very dry bit of satire on the sort of these kind of super hippie progressive-y types. If it is, 10 out of 10 because he's nailed it. But if not, he's a maniac and he should be stopped. I think he should be sling him in the gulag. He's an absolute menace. There's no way you should be going around with Todd smeared all over your face, like carrying on like we're the arseholes for not having Todd smeared all over our faces. Solidarity with what? Other people who poo? What, everyone? Hey, what about people who have to poo in a bag? You know, look, if you go down this progressive road, there's always going to be someone or something more progressive, and then they're going to be looking at you like you're the arsehole. Turns out we're all arseholes. We've all got arseholes. Protect the rectum. Hashtag protect the wreck. Protect the wreck. That's REHK, I think is how you spell wreck. Oh, there's a T-shirt in there somewhere. Too much heat in the wreck. Pat is the I don't know, man.
Too much heat in one package.
Right, what else have we got? I've had enough of him. He's weird and I don't like him. Are people losing their minds in the chat? Yep, they do seem to be. Okay, wonder what drugs he's on. Well, that's also a good question to ask. If he's legit, then I don't know. I think LSD could pretty easily get you to that point. Sam, I hate this man. Even if it's satire, do you still hate him? Maybe. Like, you think it's a joke too far. Sling him in the gulag. Positivity. Protect your rectum. Okay, let's start that as a new thread, a new text channel on the Discord. What else do we have? Okay, right. Ellen Scott of the Metro, who generally, you know, she'll what other stuff is she covered? Look, let's not worry about Ellen Scott. She's okay. She's fine by me. Beer before wine makes you feel fine is a myth. The order in which you drink booze makes no difference. Okay, so there's a really, really dubious study here about what order drinking booze in. Well, if you change the order that you drink booze in, how it makes the hangover worse or better. And it makes no difference, is the long and the short of it. So researchers, Germany's Witten-Herdecke University, split a group of 90 volunteers into 3 groups. The first group drank 2.5 pints of beer, followed by 4 large glasses of white wine. Big night, lads. The second drank the same, but with the wine first. And the third had only beer or wine. Okay. Yes, some of the participants did throw up. Fucking lightweights. But more importantly, the next day, the participants were asked how about their hangover and given a score on a devised hangover scale based on factors including thirst, fatigue, headaches, dizziness, stomachache, nausea, loss of appetite, and an increased heart rate. Turns out that the groups had pretty similar hangover levels. To make sure certain groups weren't just resistant to hangovers, 1 week later, the participants were switched and drank again. Poor things. The results pointed to the same result. I will say that their data collection method are perhaps not as rigorous as maybe they could be, but I don't know how you would really rigorously measure hangover levels, as it is largely subjective. I mean, it's double. They should have had a double-blind placebo. They should have had a load of people drinking non-alcoholic beer that they didn't know was non-alcoholic. I'm just saying I'm just saying, do better, scientists. Okay, science. I'm talking to you, science. Do better. All right. The results pointed to the same result. There is no truth to the order of drinks making a difference to your hangover. If you drink a lot of alcohol, you're going to feel rubbish next morning, regardless of what choice of beverage you went with first. I've been saying this for ages. Yeah. People carry on like it makes a difference to your hangover what booze you drink. It doesn't. An alcohol molecule is an alcohol molecule when it goes through your body. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether or not it's come from beer or champagne or whiskey or some sort of prison moonshine. Basically, I think the difference, some people are like, when I drink whiskey, you know, I'm a different kind of drunk. No, when you drink whiskey, you drink it in a different way than you drink beer. If you drink 1 pint of beer an hour, 1 pint of like 4 or 5% lager an hour, that's going to take you a much longer time to get drunk than if you're drinking doubles of whiskey and you're drinking 3 of them an hour because they're in a much smaller glass. Oof, they go back. Oof, they go back. Turns out you've drunk like 2 or 3 times as much alcohol per hour. Oh, and I drink whiskey. I'm just like, fuck off. All right? Stop. Why are you in my house? Why have you come into my house with the King of England and the bloody editor-at-large from Sick Chirps? Why are you wearing a crown? Why are you telling me about when you drink whiskey you get a different kind of drunk and that red wine gives you a worse hangover? No, when you drink red wine with the girls and you're all gossiping away, slinging it down the hatch like there's bloody no tomorrow, and you've done 3 bottles of Jacob's Creek or whatever, 3 bottles of Echo Falls in 2.5 hours, while talking about Sandra's recent STDs, yeah, that's because you drank a shitload of wine that's made you feel rough. It's not the red. Don't blame the wine. God, I won't do that again. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on that. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments. I'm sure you will. That's the point, though, actually. What's a bit of fun is after the video is, like, the live stream's finished and it just goes on to normal YouTube, feel free to just comment absolute mad bollocks in the comments on it. You know, really, really fill it up with nonsense. I don't know whether or not having a lot of comments on a video makes it go up higher. I mean, click like on the thing. I think that does push it out a little bit more, you know, because, like... You know, I got the best part of 8,000 subscribers. I don't know yet. I don't know how many people actually see or get a notification of the video. So do subscribe if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed. And, you know, make sure you hit that like button and, yeah, blow up the comment section afterwards with just some sort of, I don't know, pretend that you're also Pooh's a tiff, that you're a poo wizard. Or, I don't know, maybe you're a piss witch. Poo wizard or piss witch. Oh, God. Sick Chirps has driven me over the edge. Honestly, I'm aghast. I'm appalled. They're fictionalising stories about seagulls because they know that the seagulls aren't going to accuse them of fake news. You're not going to get, like, 3 or 4 frickin' seagulls starting a class action lawsuit against you, are they? Oh, actually, it turns out we weren't all on gear, bloody squawking around. We're drunk a load of Echo Falls and we're all gossiping about Sandra's recent STDs. Ridiculous. Sick Chirps, I ask you. My bloody days. My life, my wife, my children, my lobsters. Anyway, look. Guys, nearly the end of the show. God, I've talked a lot of bollocks today. I've enjoyed it, though, thoroughly. Please join the Discord. Donate on Patreon. Oh, it's the coming of my life. What have we got? Okay, look, let's have this Malik's bit. It's a hot joint. I'm calling it now. It's a hot joint. It's absolutely fine. There probably are differences with hangovers in terms of what alcohol you drink, but not because of the alcohol, but like if you drink loads and loads and loads and loads of beer, the sugar content of the beer is probably going to have an effect. If you were to drink the same amount of units in just vodka sodas, I don't know. But an alcohol molecule is an alcohol molecule. You got me?
It's appalling.
This is frame shift by Mallets. It's absolutely fine. Damn, son. Serious. Woo, wee. Oh, you gotta protect your rack from that one, definitely. You can't be going around with an unprotected rack when tunes like that are in town, can you? Lord of mercy, God only knows what could happen. Hoo-wee! Right, look, it's the end of the show. I've had a thoroughly enjoyable Monday morning. Oh, God. After being berated on Facebook for having quote unquote fizzled out. I think you'll find my chat about drugged up seagulls, sick chirps and Todd wizards says otherwise, my good man.
Lobsters.
I'm losing my mind. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Thanks to all this nonsense, and thanks to all you lot. I'm actually doing all right. Anyway, look, the VIP list is a fine collection of bad motherfuckers that are supporting this show and helping me do this every day on Patreon. If you want to go to Patreon, you can find the link on the website, threshold.fm. Go to support the station. Or there is a link on the YouTube description. And if you contribute $10 a month or more, you get your name on this list read out at the end of every show, which is nice. And it's even nicer of you to support. you wonderful people. It's Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthieu Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, Josh Williams, and Rob Humphrey. That may have been the first time I've ever read it through without any mistakes. Woo-wee! What are we into? Like show 92 now? Show 92. Just started smoking those meats.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets. People just go nuts.
It's got like a permit for a pit, big pit, and just dug a big pit.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, guys. Look, I'm going to be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We are, so this was show 92. So show 100 is going to be next Thursday of next week. Trying to work out what will be fun to do with that. I mean, maybe we could do something with the chat on Discord. The actual voice chat. I could somehow plug that in. I don't know. Maybe we could have a quiz. Maybe we could do calls in on Skype. I could try and find one of those Skype switchboard type things. That could be a bit of fun. I mean, there's like, including people that listen, there's, a decent amount of people who listen live, including people that listen on the app as well as the Facebook. I'm sure we could do something entertaining, something ridiculous. So yeah, all suggestions. Can you freestyle the VIP list? Yeah, I don't know. It's possible. I don't know. That could be one of those. You would think, wouldn't it? I've read it out like 90-some times, maybe a little bit less. I don't know, when did we start the Patreon? Anyway, look, we're getting bogged down in nonsense.
Lobsters.
Yes, so next Thursday will be show number 100. And then, there is a small possibility that I might have to take the show down to 3 days a week because I won't be able to pay my rent otherwise. And so that is a thing. But I'm going to do my best to try and have that not happen. But we will see. Maybe we can organise something a little bit different. Maybe you can have different shows on the other days or some such thing, or have the show at a different time. I don't know. But we will talk about this later on in the week and maybe next week. Maybe we'll have a private Discord thread on working out what's the best thing to do. I love you all. I will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for more coffee, more memes. No, look, Sick Chaps is banned now, okay? Unless there's something really, really that desperately needs to be unforgivingly mocked. No, okay? I'm putting my foot down.
Lobsters. It's appalling. Get your act together.
And all of those things. Look, I love you all, lobsters. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. You are all decent, honest, God-fearing folk. Out for a better way of life. I love you. Goodbye.